It's our time, fellas. Let's get it. No agendas.
Somebody's dirty, man.
Oh, hey.
What's going on? What's going on, peoples? What's going on, peoples? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, the background conversations are awesome. I had somebody said they lost their hair. Crazy. What's going on, man? How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition, another episode of No Agendas, where you get the real, pure, unadulterated sports talk. Got your boy Mel. What's up? You got my boy B. What's good, man? How you doing?
I'm chilling. How y'all making out with that weather?
Oh man, it's torrential out here. It's crazy.
Sunshine looks good in both windows. So I'm just,
Hey. Chill with that. You don't know my situation or my circumstances.
Okay.
What's going on? Hold on, what's good? Hurricane Kid, what's good, baby? How you doing today, man? What's going on?
I'm getting my Goku on, dodging hurricanes without moving. You know what I'm saying? Getting you for all my anime fans out there. You understand what I'm saying? Didn't move, but still dodging.
Real quick. You said Goku and Ninja moves.
It's an anime fans.
It didn't. Go ahead, man.
Well,
you sound like a man with no pants on, bro. I don't know what's going on with you today.
Wow.
Hey. Too much.
This is not even.
Hey, man. I don't even want to be a part of that. I don't even know what's going on.
I don't even understand.
Hey, man. Hey, that's why Zoom, we only do face up. I don't know what you're doing, waist down. I don't want to know all that. Well, anyways, we like to welcome everyone to No Agendas. Like I said, we get the real, the pure, unadulterated sports talk. And today, we got an interesting topic, conversation that we got going on. We think about the playoffs, you know, our record to the ring, or our race to the ring hasn't been going so good for some of us. Some of us have been doing better than others.
Thank you.
Who is in the lead, B, as far as race to?
Well, it looks like it's me. It looks like it's me.
Yeah, okay. So we have that. Thank you for that. So it's Brian is in the lead. We appreciate that. So we're moving on.
Wow, wait, that's all I get? That's all I get? Let Mel have been in the lead, and we talking about this the whole show. Give me some love.
Accidental picks.
That's what you get for being the host. I commute anymore. So as we're moving forward, we're going to talk about, if you can unmute yourself if you like. Bro. You can unmute yourself if you like. And just press on. Yeah, there you go.
Perfect. This is why. This is why right here.
That's the
always trying to tear each other down.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Well, you know, and some say that can happen to Milwaukee. So powerful. They were outstanding in the regular season. Had the defensive player of the year, probably the MVP, and they went crumbling down 4-1. Who would have thought? I mean, I thought that's who I picked to lose in the second round. I picked correctly. But man, I think we all did. I think we all picked Milwaukee to lose, right?
No, we all didn't. We all didn't. The Hurricane Kid on the show.
Wow, cool.
Let me tell you something about Milwaukee real quick.
Yes, sir. Speak. Preach.
My level of respect for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pupo went from here to here.
Hold on. Don't be disrespectful.
No.
That's the reigning MVP.
He significantly dropped in my eyes for what he did.
So what you trying to say?
Wait, that doesn't even...
He's not great, man. He's not a great player. He's not... Open your eyes wide. He's not a great player. I'm wondering if he's hanging on being a good player, really, because with Middleton taking the lead, they put up a better fight. So really? I don't see him as a great player. Possibly, if he keeps going in the trajectory he's going to be a good player as far as my eyes. We need to make a separation between what we call these players anyway.
So 2 games without Giannis, and you talking about they look better without him.
It was more competitive. They lost. Did they not lose with Giannis?
That's what I'm saying. They lost without him too.
He's a one-dimensional player.
So you talking about
Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his new name.
So you say you had him up here, right? So what was up here? You muted him now.
I did not mute him.
He muted himself. Where was up here, Hurricane Kid?
Giannis used to be great.
He used to be great. So now he's not great, and you have him down here. Where's he here? Why does he keep muting himself?
I don't know. Faulty.
Who's controlling his
faulty electronics? I think that was a higher power, knowing that he was going to say some foolishness.
Probably going to say some foolishness. That's fine.
Really,
I'm not getting involved with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're not. You're not. It was divine.
Oh.
It was divine.
Listen. Giannis was up here in my head, and then I realized something, that I need to figure out a better way to rank these players.
So you're trying to. So you're saying Giannis is no longer a great player in your mind?
He's not. He's never was a great player. I realized something. My feelings for Giannis made me think he was great, but now I got something solid to prove that he never was great. He never was great.
So, something solid like what?
Hold on. I'm sorry. Go. I'm good.
Let me tell you something. You know what? It's nothing to explain. Pull my graphic up, please. Please pull up my graphic, please. You know, because I'm tired of talking about this without solid facts. So now, you know, we're going to talk about this in the best possible way to no agendas. With proof, solid proof about where Giannis is. And to be honest with you, where a lot of other people are in the league as well.
Hold on. The Hurricanes kid guide to GOATness or greatness for players who don't aspire to be higher.
Aspire to higher heights.
Higher heights.
So
this is foolish.
So let me get this straight, because I'm trying to understand. You had Giannis in your feelings. You had Giannis at great, right?
Yeah.
And you saying he no longer belongs there?
He no longer belongs there. Let me break down something to you on this list. All right. If you take a look at this list, and I don't know if you can zoom in at all, we have tiers here. We go from trash, or some people like the word scrub, to a player he's okay, you know. And then we got, well, he's pretty good, you know. And then you got your great players. And then you got your GOAT players that are sitting higher than the game of basketball itself. Now, I believed through conversations that I had in the past that, man, Giannis is great. But this proved to me that I need no longer rely on my feelings, but I need something solid. So, we got some categories here, Mal, but I don't know if you want to run down some of these categories.
So the Typhoon Kid says that you have GOAT player, and you have to at least have 7 of these criteria. So you have to be a multiple champion, have multiple finals MVPs, Olympic gold champion, multiple scoring titles, multiple All-NBA teams, multiple iconic performances, multiple season MVPs, a retirement tour or a retired jersey number, top 10 points of all time, and a non-basketball playing person factor.
Non-basketball players,
this is
I don't know factor, or you can say a statue. Let me break this down for you. So that y'all can understand. So let's take a player like Michael Jordan. People love Michael Jordan. Everybody would agree that he's a GOAT. According to this list, he would have to have 7 of these attributes to be considered a GOAT. Well, let's see if he lives up to it. Does he have multiple championships? Yes. Multiple MVPs? Yes. A gold medal? Yes. Multiple scoring titles? Yes. Multiple All-NBA? Yes. Iconic performances? Who don't remember the flu game? You know? Does he have multiple season MVPs? 5 of them. 23 is retired in Chicago. No longer can be used. And he got a little tour, on his way out. He's number 5 all-time in points, and he has a statue. And the I don't know factor, let me explain that to you. It's called the non-basketball players I don't know factor. What that means is when you talk to somebody, and shouts out to B. Holly for bringing this up, when you talk to somebody who doesn't watch basketball, they name certain people, right? So if you were to say boxing, people are going to say Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, George Foreman. But when you say, like, who's the 4th best? I don't know, because they know nothing about the sport. Well, in basketball, it's similar. If you say who's the best, you're going to hear Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, and then after that is I don't know. So that's one of the parameters. They got to beat the non-basketball's I don't know factor, which Jordan does. He has all 10 of these things, as a matter of fact, which makes him a GOAT player. Giannis, does he have multiple championships? Nope. Multiple finals MVPs? Nope. Gold medal? Nope. Scoring titles? Nope. Multiple All-NBA? Yeah. Iconic performances? No. Season MVPs? He has 1. Retirement tour? No. Top 10? No. Statue or beat the I don't know factor? No. So he's nowhere near this GOAT conversation. And quite honestly, I don't even think he holds the parameters of the great. Because if you want to read what makes a player great by my list, you can read those off too.
You got to have a championship, a scoring title, an All-NBA team, an All-Star, an MVP, a Finals MVP, and a gold medal.
This is why I have a problem with this list. I feel like you're excluding everybody that's playing right now.
That's not facts.
Or most people that's playing right now. Because Giannis.
And I'm going to stop sharing the list. But let me just go through the list. Let me go through the Thunderstorm Kids list. You good, you have to have at least 3 of these to be good. You have to be above average, have above average stats. You have to have 1 finals or conference appearance, 1 all-star. You must be a starter or a 6-man or a top 3 scorer on the team and be consistent in the playoffs. Okay, you must have all of these if you're considered an okay player. Average stats for the position, a role player, hustles hard, starts, or is a 6-man on multiple teams. The 3rd to 6th best player on the team has individual awards or is a part of the team with a conference or finals appearance. And trash, you're in the NBA and underperforming, and we don't need to discuss that. So this is the the Hurricanes Kids Guide to GOATness, greatness, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, the list is trash.
Very trash.
Think it sucks. But
I guarantee it lives up to anybody you put through it, and we could go through that.
It might live up to your standards.
It'll live up to yours.
No, it doesn't live up to mine. So let's because as Brian said, it really kind of discredits a lot of players. I mean, Giannis is only 25 years old, so I don't
7 years in the league.
think he wouldn't have a retirement tour yet.
He wouldn't be top 10 scoring in 7 years.
Because he's only been in there 7 years.
That's why you only need 7. You allow missing 3.
Who's
I guarantee you.
Who's top 10 in scoring that's played 7 years?
Nobody. But what GOAT
Because
you know
you
that's
can't-
playing right now?
So how is that a fair criteria for somebody who doesn't even?
Because it still fits your understanding. You don't consider not one person that's playing right now to be a GOAT.
LeBron.
You might say they're great. And
LeBron.
Kawhi,
LeBron.
okay, let's run them through it then. Let's see.
You
Does
run it.
LeBron
Yeah,
have
you
multiple
running through it. You just
Hold
said he
Hold
not
on.
GOAT.
Okay.
It's your list.
No, I'm saying that it fits. You said nobody that's playing is GOATed. So let's see. He needs
No,
at least 7.
I didn't say that. I said that since we cannot put a lot of the players under this criteria, let's go to some players that have, maybe had their careers in their entirety, or for the most part, and let's see. So, for instance,
Let's do LeBron.
but we know LeBron is a GOAT. We know LeBron.
He
But
just
no,
tell
no, let's
LeBron
do-
not a GOAT.
No, I said I do think I have him as a GOAT. Let's prove it though, because it's gonna give credence to what I'm saying. Okay, so like
LeBron to your list.
he needs at least 7 of these things. Does LeBron have multiple championships?
Yes.
He has one. Dwayne Wade got him two.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
Sorry.
Does he have multiple Finals MVPs?
Yes.
Does he have an Olympic gold medal?
Yes.
Multiple scoring titles?
Yes. He has the first 7. No, he doesn't
Multiple
have.
All NBA?
He doesn't have a scoring title. He does not have a scoring title, but he's top 10 in all time points. He has 7 out of the 10.
GOAT player. And everybody would look at that and say, LeBron is GOAT.
I agree.
My list stands up. Find a way to where it don't stand up.
So my question is, as I was finishing I never got the chance to finish my statement. Since it really doesn't, we can't involve a Damian Lillard on your list because they haven't finished their career. We can't involve.
Keep mentioning him. Why do you keep bringing him?
I'm just saying. We
Can you
can't
bring
mention.
up
We can't
somebody-
even mention. We can't even really mention a Steph Curry. We can't. really mention-
No. Damian Lillard falls into the good category. He's a good player.
So, like I said, we can't look at the finality of their career. So there's a lot of players that we can't. But let's look at some players that maybe have their entirety that we can look at, and we can base their. So give me a player that you
Giannis.
feel that
Oh, you mean like finishes
that
career.
has that finish that have the entirety of their career that we can look at and we can gauge these players or who they are.
Okay.
So give me a player who has finished their career, and according to your list, you would say this person is good, great, trash,
Okay.
good, whatever.
All right. So GOAT is simple. I mean, most of the GOAT players are going to be people that finish. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest player of all time based on my list. Okay. And I think a lot of people would agree to that. But
I mean, probably somebody that's in a nursing home or being cared about by, family members, maybe their child.
you don't know Kareem's numbers.
I do know
And-
Kareem's numbers. I do.
This list takes out prejudice, bias, and nostalgic feelings, because there's a lot of people that don't give credit to certain people because they don't know their numbers. But Kareem has probably the greatest resume of all time.
I agree.
Oh.
From a basketball standpoint, from high school to pros, he has probably the greatest body of work from a player standpoint.
But I will tell you which 3 people that probably would be a shocker to you.
Like who?
You have the floor, buddy.
Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, and Reggie Miller are not great players. I've been waiting to have this conversation because they don't deserve to be in the category with people who've done so much more than them.
He don't get his mic muted. You muted my mic earlier because
I
he's
was
talking,
spitting facts.
and you allow this foolishness to be said on open airways.
I
Tell me why
apologize.
Reggie Miller is great to you.
I don't like Reggie Miller. We're not talking about Reggie Miller. We're talking about.
But I
Charles.
think I think Charles Barkley and Karl Malone, I think you're an absolute buffoon to say that. I think that's pretty asinine.
When people that you are mentioning have GOAT characteristics and for a shorter GOAT, how are they not great?
I'm gonna tell you why. If you look at my list, a great player is a Kawhi type player. Listen to what I'm saying. At least one championship. Look, you only got to have 5 of these categories. One championship, one scoring title, one All-NBA, one All-Star, one MVP.
He don't have a scoring title.
Hold on. One Finals MVP or one gold medal. Out of those 7 things, you only need 5. Charles Barkley, he has an MVP, he has All-NBA, and he has All-Star and a gold medal. That's it. The only
That's
4
4.
things that he has.
That's 4 out of your 7.
You need 5.
So like
That's
I
players
said,
that's currently playing with 5 of those things.
So what? I mean,
So for
Kawhi.
you to have a whole 15, 17, 18-year career, and you can't even compare to the success that somebody who's played, 9 years? 8 years? How are you great?
So as if I can answer that question,
Go ahead.
Tornado Kid, I think pretty much when we think about Kawhi Leonard, he's really only had maybe 3 or 4 good years. Maybe. You know what I mean? 4 good years. We talking about a player that has been dominant for his career, has 11 All-NBAs, 11 All-Stars, has been to the playoffs at least throughout his career, 15 years, maybe 13 or 14 times, and has dominated as the number 1 player on his team for years, consecutive conference finals, maybe 3 to 4 conference finals that he had, and has been a dominant player. So you're saying that a Kawhi Leonard, who has maybe had 4 great years, and pretty much just 2 great years, because he doesn't play whole seasons. He plays 60 games. You're talking about a man who only played 4 seasons, maybe as the number 1 player, is greater than a man, considerably greater than a man who has been dominant for 10 plus years. That's what you're telling me.
What I'm telling you is, you saying he's dominant. How you dominating anything if you're not winning? Because let's be clear about something.
When you're arguably the best player at your position for the duration of your career, that's called dominating.
He's not successful. Everything you mentioned about Charles Barkley is right there under good. Consistently above stats, consistently in playoffs, all-star appearances. Like, this is stuff that people are doing who we only consider them to be good.
Who?
We don't put them in the great category.
Who?
Like Damian Lillard. Like
Damian Lillard is a great player. If
he's not.
He's a great player.
I think this is where you lose in the conversation, right? Because Damian Lillard is great talent. He's not a great player. There's something different about that.
Facts. Facts.
But hold on, Brian. Hold on.
Potential versus what you actually did.
Hold on. If he goes on his trajectory of what his career is now, will Damian Lillard
potential?
Can I speak?
Go ahead.
Dame wouldn't be
Blooded kid.
great. He wouldn't go down as a great player if
his career stays on a trajectory that it's on as a top player at his position.
He's not.
He is a top 3 to 4 player in his position.
Right.
If you're a top 3 or 4 player at your position in the era that you have played, you're not a great player?
No.
That's what you're telling me?
That's the thing. He's just entering that conversation. He hasn't always been a top.
He's been there the last 3 years.
No. He's no different than
yes,
Charles
he hasn't. Yes, he has.
Because he's always, it's not like he ever eclipses anybody. If you're number 4 or 5 on the list consistently, I don't want
better than him.
Exactly.
Russell Westbrook has better seasons than him and was considered better.
Is Russell Westbrook a better player?
Listen, you said for the duration of his career, while Damian Lillard was playing, Russell Westbrook was considered better than him. Steph Curry was considered better than him.
I agree.
Paul was considered better than him.
I agree.
At his position.
I agree.
Right now, when you ask people, Luka is actually looked at better than him.
Oh, no, you crazy.
No, that's facts.
No.
But
what are you talking? What are we talking about here?
No.
This is the problem.
Luka's trajectory, since you want
the difference between Charles Barkley now is that nobody was criticizing him every day like we do these players now. Because if we'd have lived and watched Charles Barkley, because we were relatively young, if we would have lived and criticized them like players that they get criticized, we would be talking about Charles Barkley the same way you're talking about Damian Lillard.
Wait, that's not true.
What? That is facts.
What you just said is not true. Because Charles Barkley is the one that admitted not too long ago that Moses Malone was the one showing him how to play basketball and do the right things properly. And he was heavily criticized in the media because they wasn't even sure about putting him on a dream team because of how his perception is in the media. So don't tell me he wasn't criticized.
But we're the only generation where the players who play before now are on media, radio, and overseeing. That never happened to those old players. You didn't see
They didn't have the platform. Michael Jordan, there was no worldwide sports players of the day. Are you really serious? Because technology has gotten better, you feel like it was unfair?
No, I feel like the players that came before now are stuck in this mindset of they'll look at Zach LaVine jump from the free throw line and windmill and compare it to a Michael Jordan dunk because it's like, oh yeah, Jordan could do that. No, or they'll look at LeBron do something super special and say, oh, because he didn't put up points in the fourth quarter, his performance don't match up to Michael Jordan. Like, they tear down this generation and micromanage it, but we don't do that to Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, and I'm ready to do it to him.
So let me, and I think, like I said, I think that's totally asinine because I would never put Charles Barkley above LeBron James in any category. I think the players today are more talented than the players back then. But at the end of the day, we're watching players every day. Don't confuse us analyzing a player's day-to-day or game-to-game basis from where putting their entire career down a pigeonhole. That's not correct, and that's not accurate. I can critique a player's game-to-game basis because that's what we do. We're in the moment. So I'm going to tell you what a player did in the moment. That does not sum up that player's career.
So why do you put Damian Lillard as great?
I think he's a great player because of the skill set that he has. Do I think for his all time that he's a great player? No. If his career ended today, he would be a very good player. He would not be a great player. That's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about his skill set, the trajectory. I'm talking about if the person.
You're talking about potential.
I'm talking about if the person that he has enough body of work that if he keeps on this trajectory for the next few years, he will be considered a great player. My point is that the
problem with that is Brandon Roy. That's the problem with that kind of stuff.
But that's my caveat. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying on the trajectory. I think he's a great player by skill set. That's why I'm asking you, give me some players from the career that has that finality, that has their entirety. You told me Charles Barkley and Karl Malone. I think that's absolutely stupid. Karl Malone is a great player. Charles Barkley is a great. These are players who were top 2 to top 3 in their position when they played.
You cannot justify to me. You cannot justify to me playing 15 to 18 years without winning one championship when there's people who's in your era who have multiple championships.
Who has multiple championships?
Who at the power forward position?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
At the power forward
Michael
position.
Jordan.
At the power forward position.
Tim Duncan.
At the no.
He's not in his era. That's not
in
that
era. Maybe somebody in the power forward position that was better than him.
Give me the years you're talking about.
No, you know the years. We know.
During their career, tell me who was somebody better.
Larry Bird.
At the
Larry
power
Bird
is
not a power forward.
At the power forward position.
Larry Bird plays both power forward and small forward.
Right?
Again,
this is what we're talking about. Right? This is what we're talking about.
This is the semantics. So for name a better power forward than Karl Malone and Charles Barkley in their career to lead their team to a championship in
from 85 to 95. Give me a better power forward.
I'll give you Sean Kemp. He led his team to the finals at least.
Hey.
Charles Barkley did the same thing.
No. This is when we give somebody rope, right? Put Sean Kemp through your list. This is when we give somebody some rope.
Yeah. This man mentioned Sean Kemp.
I just kicked away the chair. This is foolishness.
Hold on, let me see what Sean Kemp does. I'm just saying he got to.
You want me to pull up Sean Kemp? Because I ain't got you look graphic.
What you say, Sean Kemp did what?
He just got his team to the finals.
What did Charles Barkley do?
No, you just asking for names. I named 3 people that was better, but you said that they're not forwards.
Who did you name?
Larry Bird. I named Tim Duncan.
At the power forward position. The only power forward you
forwards. Don't give me that garbage. They're forwards. Why I got to be in the power forward position? Charles Barkley played both small forward and power forward.
He played power forward his entire career. He was listed as a small. He was listed as a small forward for maybe 2 years. But Charles Barkley is a power forward.
So if he's listed as a small forward,
3 years he was listed as a small forward in Philly.
He is a power forward.
He was never listed as a small
what the
forward.
NBA called him and what he himself called himself. for your own. That's what I'm talking about.
He is a power forward.
Who cares what his position is? Why he didn't win?
Sean Kemp didn't win. So I want you to.
I just named Sean Kemp to show that he got to the finals.
Give me somebody.
But Barkley did too, and Barkley led his team.
What's wrong with Tim Duncan? Why y'all?
Tim Duncan not in the era.
Tim Duncan is not in their era.
That's what Duncan just stopped playing not too long ago. Come on, what's wrong with you?
Name a person.
What's wrong with Larry Bird?
Larry Bird didn't play power forward.
He played forward. Why you trying to reach for straws? What's the difference?
I said, name me somebody at his position. Meaning somebody
you don't want to say Larry Bird because Larry Bird got 3 rings.
Larry Bird is not a power forward. He doesn't belong in the power forward conversation. When you talk about power forward, nobody ever brings up Larry Bird.
He's a forward. What's the point? Why didn't Karl Malone and Charles Barkley win is the question.
So that give me another power forward that led their team to a championship.
I gave you 4.
No, you didn't.
You keep saying you trying to minimize it and micromanage it. Larry Bird.
Because no. You know why?
Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki.
Jonathan,
come on, what are we talking about?
Because you said he has to be dominant. You said Charles Barkley wasn't dominant. You said Karl wasn't dominant. And I said you can't tell me somebody better that played against them. And because you can't, that proves that they were dominant.
No, that just means that the position was trash.
For
a lot of people in that position was trash.
For 15 years.
So
I named people who won.
You just named Sean Kemp.
No, I named Larry Bird. Why are you getting away from that?
Larry Bird is not a power forward.
Who cares? He's a forward, man. But why are you playing it like he can't play that position?
So he's a forward. He's a forward. Name another small forward in their era to lead a team from 85 to 1999. Name another small forward or a forward who led their team to a championship.
From 85 to when?
99. 99.
Well, 99.
I can't think of any.
So
because the power forwards at the time they were so weak.
But the first
hold on, Brian. We're not talking power forwards. We're talking forwards.
Yeah, the forwards at the time were weak.
So the forwards at that time were weak. Gotcha.
They're good. They're not great.
So
they're good.
I
got you.
When they got great, Tim Duncan. When they got great.
So you telling me there was no power forwards that was great prior to 2003?
Not based on their accomplishment. No.
So from 1980,
Larry Bird,
or 85 or whatever. So from 85 to 2003, there was never a great power forward.
Name him. Who you thinking about?
Karl Malone.
Good.
Charles Barkley.
Good.
Run Sean Kemp through your algorithm.
Sean Kemp was a good player. Sean Kemp was not a great player.
No, he threw him out there to try to say he was better than Barkley.
No, I didn't say he was better than Barkley. I just put him out there to show him that he got to the finals. I put Larry Bird out there. Why are y'all running from that?
Put Tim Duncan through your algorithm.
So, I
want to see Tim Duncan be a GOAT.
I don't know if he is. Let's see.
Exactly. So you see the flaw with your algorithm?
I don't know. Let's see.
He's not.
Does he have multiple championships?
Now, can you bring up the graphic? Because I ain't got the graphic. I
really don't want to bring up this graphic.
I just need to see it.
Let's see. Let's check it out.
He's a multiple champion, multiple finals MVPs. He doesn't have a gold medal. He's multiple NBAs. He has iconic performances. He only has one.
He got 2 seasons, 2 MVPs.
2 MVPs. He's not top 10. And
he's top 15.
He don't have 7.
No, wait. He got the retirement jersey.
He's not non-basketball person factor. He's not top 10.
He got 7.
No. Non-basketball person, playing person factor. He is not. He's not top 10.
That's not facts.
That is a fact.
He got 7.
You just told me if I ask somebody who's not a basketball fan about Tim Duncan, they're going to know who that is?
Yes, they'll know who Tim Duncan is. Yes, that's just
Put the graphic back. Get the graphic out of here. This is.
So that's 7 though.
No, it's not 7. He's not top 10. He doesn't have a gold medal. And the other
he only has 6.
And y'all are saying he don't have the last one. So
just like you said about Barkley. Barkley was 1 short, and you're trying to make concessions for one and the other.
But everybody know who Barkley is. I guarantee you that. Non-basketball.
Because he has a job in media.
No, in his career.
You know what? That actually goes into non-basketball factor. That's one of your criterias.
Well, it used to be. It was before I changed it. It was have a statue.
Just breaking them down. Just breaking them down. Give him the rope. I just kick away the chair.
This is foolish.
Does he have a statue?
That's not even on the list. I'm not even discussing that. So
that was on my original list.
I don't know, but it's not. I don't see it. I don't know what your original list is. I don't know what that.
But you still have 7. You still have 7.
Who?
To you. That's what you. To you. That's what you think. That's not.
But even by y'all standard. Wait. Even by y'all standard.
So, but you had to modify your list to fit somebody to fit your narrative.
No, because since y'all arguing with that non-NBA factor thing, I'll concede to that just to be democratic.
I'm trying to tell you that your stance that Tim Duncan is great, but then Tim Duncan falls shorter than Charles Barkley and Karl Malone on your algorithm. That means there's something wrong with your algorithm.
No. Why you say they fall shorter? What you talking about? That's not facts at all.
Because they don't have
Duncan is above them.
So let me ask you this: is Ray Allen a great player?
Let's see. Does he have 1 championship?
No, you tell me, basketball girl. I mean, you made the list.
He has a championship. He has All NBA, All Star, no MVP, no Finals MVP, no goal. No, he's good.
He's a good player. So you're telling me that Charles Barkley, Karl Malone are on the same level as a Ray Allen?
Yep.
See, that's why I can't get into this conversation.
Because you're emotional.
No, because life is too short.
It's too short.
Emotional. There's nothing that they've done to put them on this list. You keep on saying it's dominant, but how are you that dominant and not winning?
You go to the finals. They have to meet up against somebody.
Shaq was dominant. He won. That's dominant. Dominant means to be dominating somebody.
Bro, everybody doesn't win. Everybody can't win.
That's and I hate that statement.
Everybody can't win.
I'm gonna tell you why. Don't say everybody can't win in 15, 16, 18 years when you got multiple players with multiple championships on multiple teams. Ooh. Stop it.
Who has multiple championships on multiple teams besides LeBron and Kawhi? LeBron and Kawhi.
Okay, who else?
What do you mean?
It's LeBron.
I'm asking another question. Who else?
You got people like
I can't hear you. You must be breaking up.
Michael Jordan.
No, you said they have multiple teams.
Oh, Shaq, Steph Curry. I mean, it's not Steph Curry. Shaq, LeBron, Kawhi.
That's it.
What are we doing here?
Shaq, Kawhi, and LeBron.
3 people.
And then the championship.
I named 3 people.
Out of 400 or
why your man ain't won? No. Why didn't your man win? Why didn't your
10,000 players?
Why didn't your man win?
So 3 people in 40 years, 50 years have won championships with multiple teams. And you want to put that as a criteria?
And let's keep it real. The only one to lead a team to multiple championships is LeBron James. The only one to lead a team to multiple championships is LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard did not lead 2 teams to championships. He was a part of a championship in San Antonio.
And that's what I'm talking about. You will break Kawhi down like this.
And he laid.
Then celebrate Charles Barkley not doing anything.
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just because you can't have championship conversation with Charles Barkley doesn't mean he's not great.
He's a great player.
But Brian,
because that's the only point you have.
We're talking about 16 years.
You said he didn't win a ring in 16 years, so he's not great.
No finals MVP. No.
You have to win a championship to be finals MVP. So they go hand in hand.
So how are you putting this person in the same conversation with people who done it
because
5 times.
Because he was the best at his position in his era. That is undisputable. He was the best at his position for that era.
Who's the best center right now?
He ran into Hakeem Olajuwon and Michael Jordan. Two of the GOATs in his era that he doesn't get a ring. And also he played against Larry Bird, who was winning.
All these people winning.
As Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons, who were winning championships.
All these people winning.
Then all these people.
Magic was winning when Bird was winning. Bird was winning when Magic was winning.
And who else was winning?
Isaiah was winning.
And so there was no other great players in the 80s?
Huh?
There was just 3 great players in the 80s?
No, there's no excuses for not winning in the 80s.
4 different teams won a championship in the 80s. You're telling me they were the only great players in the 80s?
What I'm telling you is, if
answer the question.
Answer
the question.
No, they're not the only great players.
So there's other great players. Why are you making exceptions for players in the 80s and not the 90s?
No. Wait. I'm misunderstanding your question then.
We know.
I said there's 4 teams that won championships in the 80s, from 80s to the decade.
Okay.
Your criteria says you have to get it done. Because there were only 4 teams, are you telling me the players on those 4 teams in that decade are great players?
To be considered great, yes. Because you're also acting like 10 years is the criteria, their whole career. They played in more than 1 decade, Brian. They played in more.
Who played in more than 1 decade?
Who played 15 years.
So
that's 5 years.
In their career, Karl Malone, who is the 2nd leading scorer of all time.
He is.
Who's been to back-to-back finals, who made several conference finals, who was playing against a lot of players. Multiple All-Star, multiple All-NBA, multiple first-time All. In his era, he was not a great player.
I don't want to hear that in his era stuff.
He was not a great player.
Every era.
But this is why
we're comparing him to every era that ever.
And he was a great player. He's 2nd all time in score. He's 2nd. He's not 15th. He's 2nd all time.
This list ain't hard to do. But it's not hard.
But Jonathan,
to be great, all you need is 5 things.
But Jonathan,
that's not hard.
Jonathan, would you say all rings are created equal?
No, they're not, and that's why you got multiple things on the list.
Wait. Let me bring it all together. Mm-hmm. In 2004, if Karl Malone gets a ring like he should have with the Lakers, he would fit your criteria, even though he didn't lead that team to a ring, to a championship, right?
Actually, Karl Malone does fit the criteria for great. Does Karl Malone have a scoring title?
This is what I be talking about, y'all.
No, for real. Does Karl Malone have a scoring title?
That's what I be talking about. You know what I mean?
I'm asking.
I'm sorry.
Does Karl Malone have a scoring title?
I mean, Basketball Girl, you can look it up. I mean,
if you don't know, just say you don't know.
I mean, hey.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Tell me he's not great. That's the problem.
I'm saying I don't know.
So that's my point. To call these
no,
and you don't know.
Does he have a scoring title or not?
No. 14-time All-Star, 14-time All-NBA, 2-time MVP.
14-time All.
Does he have a scoring title?
2 MVP, 4-time All-Defensive.
Does he have a scoring title?
I said no. He averaged 25 and 10 for his career.
He's a good player. If he'd have got that scoring title, he might have been great. He's a good player.
But and that's what my point is. If he got the ring that he didn't earn with the Lakers in 2004, all of a sudden he fits your criteria when you just told me all rings are not equal.
And you know what, Brian? I'm glad you brought that up because when you think about what happened to the Lakers that year, they had the best team in the league. Why didn't they win? Why didn't they win? I'm going to tell you why, because you don't know. I'm going to tell you why. Because that idiot doesn't understand how to win championships, so much so that he tried to sleep with the best player's wife tearing the team down, and that's why they lost. Oh, go look it up. Facts. That's what I mean by not being great. Mentally inept.
Now what we drinking tonight? What we drinking? Because this is not for sober minds. This is foolishness.
What foolishness is playing 15 years and calling a person great that never win. That's foolishness.
The man, B. Karl Malone, dog. Karl Malone, out of 18 years?
18 years.
16 years. He played 17 with one team.
And couldn't win. One championship?
Like I was saying, man. He played 17 years with one team. He averaged 20 points for 16 straight seasons.
He averaged 25 and 10 for his career.
Let me illustrate this in a way y'all can understand.
His career. Charles Barkley is a 23 and 11 guy for his career.
Let me illustrate this in a way y'all can understand.
His career. And this guy is not a great player.
If I gave you 18 shots from behind the three-point line and you missed all of them, don't call yourself a great three-point shooter.
Well,
that is a terrible.
Dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
I mean, that is terrible.
He missed all of them.
That was ridiculous.
That was Cole Brown like.
Oh,
that was
all of them.
Fam,
if you miss,
is Dominique Wilkins a great player?
If you miss 18 shots from behind the three,
is Dominique Wilkins a great player?
What does his criteria say?
So, Brian, is Dominique Wilkins a great player?
Run his stuff down, Brian. What do you got? You pull up his stats.
No, that's your list. Well, I'm talking to Brian. Brian has his own mind. You have your mind.
No, I'm saying from the.
I think Dominique, the injury, it's tough with Dominique. I won't be mad if you put him in a great conversation. I personally don't think I think he falls short of great.
And tell me why.
He doesn't have the accolades. He wasn't the best player at his position. I can't.
Mm-hmm. No. I'm all that good. Throughout Dominique's career, Dominique averaged at least maybe 10 to 11 years, 12 years. He averaged over 25 a game. Led his team to the playoffs repeatedly. But who did he play with? Name me another great player that he played with. Can't tell me another great player. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. We get caught up in these team accolades, which I'm not saying is not important. That's when a player gets ascended. You know, that's
make it easy for you. Dominique is good.
That's thank you. Appreciate it. Gotcha.
So I'm with you, Brian.
Gotcha. So Dominique Wilkins, a player, 11 to 12 years, averaging over 25 a game, right? Leading his team to the playoffs. Never played with a really good player. Never played with a really great coach. We're getting caught up because of his team act, but he brought his team to the playoffs repeatedly, year after year after year, and just ran into better teams. So we're going to fault this man as a player, as an individual player. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be on Barkley level or Karl Malone or Jordan level. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't have the rings. But to say this man is not a great player because of what he did as an individual player, All-Star multiple years, All-NBA multiple years, scoring championship, over 20. The man is
He played 18 years, Mal. He played 18 years.
Great player, man.
Stop it.
Everybody can't win, bro.
Good.
Everybody can't win, bro.
Teams change every year. Stop that.
No, they don't. Not in that era. That team
they didn't have free agency.
No, they didn't do that back
then. They didn't have free agency.
They didn't have the draft.
They didn't the draft where you don't make your choice, where other teams make the choice.
They didn't trade players. They didn't have
free agency.
Man, stop it. How Michael Jordan went from losing to winning it?
Did he get traded?
No, they built the team.
Your point just saying that people move teams all the time, and you brought up Michael Jordan who didn't move.
No, but people on his team get traded. They make trades for people. Team get moved around every year. Stop that. He's not dead.
The top player did not move. Top players did not move in that era.
That's fine. They're moving pieces around to fit him, to fit Dominique, to fit Jordan, to fit
if the man never played with another great player, how can you fault the man's team for not making him great. Charles Barkley has went to consecutive conference finals, lost in the game 7 to Houston, to the eventual championships, lost to Michael Jordan in the championship, lost again in the conference final, then lost to Karl Malone.
He lost to people who
lost to Karl Malone.
Why he didn't beat him
in the conference finals? So my point is that, bro,
his team was good enough to get to the finals, but not good enough to win. Come on, man, get out of here. I'm not trying to hear that. You can't play 18 years and not win. I'm sorry.
Winning a championship doesn't mean you're great. And that was my point earlier, because all rings aren't created equal. Because you said if Karl Malone got a ring in 2004, he would be a great player now. And he didn't even deserve that ring. He played half the year and averaged 13 points.
But his body of work along with the ring.
And you would have gave him the ring and called him a champion.
Justified.
You would have gave him a ring.
And that's foolish.
But what happened though? He tore his team apart through his actions.
But if he would have got the
same
ring,
thing happening in Utah.
If he would have got the ring with the Lakers, you would call him a great player. That's the problem.
But he didn't. What I'm saying, Brian, this is what I'm saying. That mentality and decision making is probably what stopped him from getting over the hump, even in Utah. It's probably what stopped. Like, you think about somebody like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. You know why they were so great? Because they made their teams play to a higher level, which means when they didn't think they was going to be playing to the level they thought, like Kobe called out Shaq, stop coming to the games out of shape. Michael Jordan was punching his players in the face. You gonna live up to my expectation. What do you know about Karl Malone?
You know what, Jonathan?
You know about Charles?
I agree with you that there are levels to greatness, and some players are more great than others. But for you to say that some players aren't great because they don't live up to a Jordan or Kobe standard is wrong.
I don't like them being called the same thing as them.
There are levels to greatness.
You wouldn't say Austin Rivers.
Why are we talking about Austin Rivers?
I'm talking to Brian. You wouldn't say Austin Rivers and Jordan in the same sentence. So we got to have parameters here.
Wait. That didn't even. Why don't we do it like this to make it fair? Going people that's actually ranked, right? Dwayne Wade is considered the third best shooting guard to ever play, right? You consider Dwayne Wade a great player, right?
Let's see. Championship, All-NBA, All-Star, MVP. Yes, he is. He is. And he meets the criteria. And he meets the criteria.
Do you put Dwayne Wade in the same conversation with Kobe and Jordan?
No.
Because there's levels of greatness, right? That you just proved to me.
That's what I'm saying. I got Kobe and them in a GOAT conversation. That's what I'm saying. I created these levels. This is my list. Because I was tired of hearing people say Michael Jordan is great. And so is Charles Barkley. Man,
so there's no great power forwards. Except Tim Duncan is considered GOAT. There's not a great power forward.
Tim Duncan is GOAT. But
there's
Dirk
great.
No. Dirk Nowitzki is great. Larry Bird is great.
How is Dirk Nowitzki great? Show me the criteria. Show me the criteria.
Championship, All-NBA, All-Star, MVP, and Finals MVP. 5 of the 7.
You have to. You giving them a point for championship and Finals MVP. He did it in the same year.
No, because you could go to a championship team, like y'all say about Kawhi. You can go to a championship team and not be the leader, right? But Kawhi has. Well, I'm just telling you.
Kawhi didn't win a ring and not get Finals MVP.
Right. So everybody on here is not like you. Like if Dame was to win a ring and he's the Finals MVP, McCollum won't get credit for the Finals MVP. Right? Dame would get it. So that means something. Because for you to lead a team as well as be the best player, that puts you in another stratosphere as well.
What guy
you
gotta switch something. You gotta switch your diet, your religion. You gotta switch something up because this is.
Y'all are holding fast to what y'all was raised upon without ever thinking about it. Nostalgia is why y'all can't agree whether Dominique is good or great. That's the problem. But I can tell you right now, he good. I got reasons to believe that. Facts. The facts. But y'all will never agree. Y'all will never agree.
So what's the bottom line, man?
wrapping up this ball in this conversation, what are we saying? How are we gonna wrap
so you brought this up because you talked about Giannis, right? And you brought Giannis down because Giannis doesn't fit your criteria. So I need you to
Giannis invoked this. He invoked me thinking about this.
No, but based on your criteria, where does Giannis fit?
Right now, Giannis would be, let's see, All NBA, All Star, MVP. He's good.
All right.
How short is he is he of great?
1.
No, 2.
Which is what?
Either a championship or Finals MVP or Olympic gold medal. Something. He needs 2 things.
No, you say so. He has 6 out of 10. I want to know what 4 he fell short.
No, he has 3. He has 3 out of 5.
And it's great. You know, good and great is different.
He has 3 out of 5. He needs 4 out of 5 or all 5.
He needs at least 5. No.
He needs 5.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things to do.
So
he don't even have.
He only 5 out of 7. So which ones did he not get?
He don't have an Olympic gold medal. He's not a Finals MVP. He's not a champion, and he doesn't have a scoring title. I don't believe.
Correct.
So I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's players. Y'all understand that there's players with this stuff.
But do you realize that if Giannis gets a scoring title, you're considering him great?
No, he's still too short. That's only gonna give him 1. But that is a step forward.
So he's 2 short or 1 short? You said 1 short.
He's 2 short. He only has 3. He needs 5.
Blow the whistle.
So we went to Tokyo this year. He won, and if he leads the league in scoring, he's all of a sudden better than Charles Barkley.
No,
without a ring.
No. These categories, I'm lumping these people all in the same thing. Like
no, what he's saying, he's saying that if he has 3 out of the 7 that you mentioned, if the man wins a gold medal and he gets a scoring title,
which would have been Tokyo this summer,
and he gets a scoring title, he's now a greater player than Charles Barkley.
Absolutely.
Without a ring.
So guys.
Right.
But you just faulted Charles Barkley only because he don't have a ring. Giannis hasn't gotten a ring.
No, he don't have a ring or finals or
gotta get the ring to be the finals MVP.
Or scoring title. Like Barkley is living up to the same stuff. Why are y'all campaigning for this loser so much?
Yeah, absolutely.
Giannis would be a loser too.
And that's why he's where he's at.
But if they had the Olympics this summer, he would have got a gold medal.
And guess what? Barkley's benefited from that same gold medal he got with the Dream Team, right?
But he can
He led the team in scoring. He was the starter on the team. He was practically the best player on the Dream Team. But like I said,
y'all heard that? No. Y'all heard that, No Agendas fans?
They heard it.
He was the best player on the Dream Team. This is the logic.
He said arguably he played the best. That's what he said.
He played the best
over Jordan, over Clyde, over Pippen.
Yes,
that's
like
what
Charles Barkley.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That nonsense right there.
But that's the same thing with the Redeem Team because they talk about Carmelo's performance. That doesn't mean he's the greatest player on the team. They just talk about the way Carmelo performed.
Oh, you just saying how he performed.
That's what he said. He
was the best player on the team.
Charles Barkley performed as arguably the best player on the Dream Team. That's what he said.
Get out of here. Whatever. Y'all keep going with that my daddy never lost a fight foolishness, nostalgia that y'all have, and stop looking at the facts. These people have not won.
Neither would Giannis, but Giannis will fit your criteria in a couple of years.
I don't believe he will. You said
he's going to get a scoring title, and they're going to have an Olympics.
You're saying he will.
He's going to have a scoring title.
Don't act like the United States are 100% going to win a Olympic gold medal. First of all, because that was the need for the Dream Team. Yeah, when you had Carmelo,
he lost once.
Carmelo Anthony. But that's neither here or there when you talking about his performance.
They lost.
But the fact of the matter is, we can't put these people in the same.
They lost also too with Tim Duncan on the team, who is the GOAT. Who is the GOAT? They lost the championship in the Olympics with Tim Duncan on the team.
Tim Duncan has other things, Melvin.
Okay.
He has other things.
Nah, come on, bro.
Hey, your girl. But hey, but look,
talking about somebody with 100 things.
I agree. You're absolutely right. So what's the ball on this? That's the rapper ball on it.
Charles Barkley, Karl Malone are not great. That's the ball.
And that's the bow. And the bow I put on it is that criteria sucks. I apologize on the behalf of.
Can we talk about something more
No agendas.
Real quick?
And look, let's also be clear that y'all couldn't even agree about Dominique Wilkins. I want to tell you something.
Nothing to do. Now, can we talk about something better? Can we talk about something better?
What, the end of the show?
The end of the show. It's gonna be real quick.
Okay.
I just want to know what kind of jersey you rocking. That's kind of fresh. The colors is fresh. I mean, you got your number out here. I just want to know.
Yeah, just a little something I picked up from a nice little company.
It's nice colors, bro.
Yeah, it's beautiful colors. I thought it was good. It's very springy, summertime-ish, you know what I'm saying? So, even though we're about to get out of summer, but I just want to, rep myself for today. Tired of repping other people.
That's nice. I like that.
Good. But, man, I appreciate it. It was a good conversation. I thought this was a good topic. I think some people are kind of lost.
The play on the back of that jersey wouldn't even be considered great either.
Might not, but, hey, it's okay. It's okay. That's why you're here with me. To be non-great with me. I appreciate it.
I love it.
But yo, another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. And hopefully y'all can decide who are great and who's not. And it's y'all's opinion, but don't listen to Jonathan for that foolishness.
And look, I want to say one more thing. If y'all check out the list, text or post in the comments section, and also subscribe. I don't know what our host doing, but text, subscribe, and comment in the comment section if you disagree or what you would change on the list.
Yeah, please do. So noagendas.com, please subscribe.
Noagendas.com. We got a website?
Yeah, man, we got a website.
Agendas.
We got a whole diatribe.
We got a .com, you know what I'm saying? It's not up yet. It's not up yet. We working on it, but it's coming. So don't even trip. But
we need a Twitter account.
Yeah, we do need a Twitter account.
We do need a Twitter account.
But look us up on Instagram, No Agendas. Look us up on YouTube, No Agendas. N.O.Agendas podcast. So we out, man. Thank y'all again, and we out. Y'all be good.
3 letters. Be easy.